as a result of the drought. One of the areas hardest hit by the dry spell is Harding, a small town in southern KZN. The local dam is now below 3%, with alarm bells being sounded about a looming day zero. Calls have been made for the Ugu District, which Harding is part of, to be declared a disaster area. Joining us to talk more on this looming day zero and the drought situation in some parts of KwaZulu-Natal is Umgeni Water Board Chairperson Gabsie Mathenjwa from our Durban studios. A very good morning to you. Did I say your name correctly? Is it Gabsie or Gabsie?
It is Gabsie. Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers at home.
Morning, Ms. Mathenjwa. How serious is the drought situation and which areas have been hit the hardest?
The drought situation is very moderate. The areas that have been hit the most, you've spoken about Harding. In Harding, we have negotiated, there's two municipalities in the south coast. It is Herigwala, it is Ugu. Both of them, we've expanded our services as Umgeni Water. Talking to the Chief Executive of Umgeni Water, areas in Zululand, some parts of Zululand District Municipality are affected. Parts of Umgeni Municipality, District Municipality are affected. We also have some parts of Ladysmith where Umgeni Water has taken a keen initiative to ensure that we negotiate the use of the Orange River through what we called a joint operations committee.
So just give us a sense of what brought about this dry spell and the severe water shortages.
As the Honourable Minister, our Minister Lindiwe Sisulu has indicated, we are a very dry country. We have seasonal rainfall, and we also, uniquely this year, our rainfall has been delayed. We're estimating that our rainfall will happen in sometime in December. So this has led to us having a very, very, very rough period in terms of water. We also have the effects of climate change, and also we cannot discard land use activities.
Yeah. It's interesting that we're talking about a possible day zero and you saying the shortages are moderate. Is that, I find that a bit confusing. Do you want to clarify that for us?
For us, what we have what is called a joint operations committee. Normally, it meets quarterly, and the people who are part of the Joint Operations Committee in KwaZulu-Natal will be ourselves as Water Board, Umgeni, Umhlathuze. We have the province, we have the Provincial Office of Department of Water, Human Settlements, Water and Sanitation. We also have COGTA and other stakeholders. Now, the role of the Joint Operations Committee is to assess our water resources, assess water services, and they produce a report. Currently, they're meeting quite frequently, and in the reports that we get, then that's how we are able to get the status of water. And also what we have in place, we have what is called transfer schemes. Now, in areas where we feel that the water resource is challenged, we are able to immediately put in place transfer schemes. So when I say moderate, it means we are monitoring it. We can see our dam levels, and also we have, I would say, two types of dams. We have supply dams, we have storage dams. So our transfer schemes are waiting, and we move very swiftly. In areas where we feel that we have dropped below the standard that we want, we are able to move very swiftly with the transfer scheme. And as you'll remember, we just recently had a drought in KwaZulu-Natal a few years ago, and we managed it through our transfer schemes. That's why we believe that the drought situation currently is moderate. But in areas where Umhlathuze Water is in charge, which is your Zululand area and Umgeni area, I would not say the same.
So as the Department of Water and Sanitation grapples with finding solutions to these water shortages, what can or what is the role of society in finding water solutions?
The role of society will be to conserve water. The role of society will be as well to ensure that in areas where there is a change of land use patterns, in areas where there are new developments in place, we urge them to go to the municipalities as soon as possible. Municipalities have planning divisions, and what is happening currently is that the information that they get from people it becomes maybe too late and is not incorporated in the planning section and also in the conservation initiatives. That I've seen has created a bit of a time lag and a bit of a delay in us understanding exactly the water demand.
Let's just talk about the quality of water that is provided at the moment, and within that question, talk about the issue of municipalities not paying for water. How much is Umgeni owed by municipalities for provision of water?
Let me start with the issue of quality of water. We in Umgeni, we have our own laboratories, and we are accredited. We are compliant with SENS 241, which will tell you that, or will tell the viewers at home that we have the highest quality standards. And in providing water, we ensure that our customers, we have 7 customers, they get water of good quality, and they in turn serve their customers with water of good quality. Now, the issue of payment in municipalities, we are being owed, and the question is coming at a very tricky time because currently we've negotiated that with the municipalities, the money that they're getting through the allocation they're expecting, they should be able to make a certain payment. So it's very difficult to confirm where we are now, but we are currently owed by 2 municipalities. The rest of the municipalities are paying quite well. So we want to thank them for it. And we'd like to also encourage other municipalities to ensure that they pay water boards.
How do you hope to recoup the monies owed by those 2 municipalities? Ms. Gabsie, can you still hear Johannesburg? All right, we speak to Ms. Gabsie Mathenjwa. She is the chairperson of the board at Umgeni Water, speaking to us about the dry spell and water shortages experienced in some parts of KwaZulu-Natal.